Hello everyone, Emily here. I am here with some Bernat Baby Blanket. This is what I have left over from a blanket that I made, and it's just a big ball. And I want to make something out of it. And if you've seen my other videos, you notice that right now I'm kind of in the groove making ear muffs. And so I'm going to make one out of this. And I'll tell you what, if you have a ball of this and it's nice and chunky, it's going to work up really quick, and it'd be a great gift because we know that this is really soft and really warm. I'm using a hook that's 5.5. You could even use larger if you wanted to. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to chain 10. So just grab your yarn and pull it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm working my chain this way. So I think that this is wide enough for my ear muff. The one I made in the last tutorial with the blue yarn with the specks in it, I made it with this pattern that I'm going to do this in, and boy, it really went up my head far. It really super warm. It was wool. And so I don't think I want this to go up that far on my head. So I chained 10. I'm going to put my finger right here on this last stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to go right into this stitch. I'm going to go into only one strand, and I'm going to pull my yarn through, and I'm going to do a single crochet. So I'm just going to go into the next one. You can see I'm only going into one strand, pulling it through. And I'm pretty much going to do, I am going to do the exact same stitch that I did in the last one. And I believe that this stitch will, because this is not as flexible as the other yarns. This one's more sturdy, so when you make something with it, it's staying in that shape. So I'm going to single crochet all the way across. I am giving my headbands out to my friends. Just going to bury my, there we go. So I went all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and I'm going to turn. And I'm going to use the back loops only. So we're not going to go into this first stitch here. You can see the V here. We're going to go and we're going to only use the back stitches only. You can see there. I'm using a small hook, so this is coming out to be really nice and tight. So this would be a great project if you have some of this Bernat Baby left over. So I'm here at the last stitch. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn my work. And look at how big that is already. So it's going to take no time to complete this. I'm not going to go in the first stitch, I'm going to go in the second. I'm going to go all the way across. And this is just your repeat row, and this is what I did with the last tutorial with that blue, but I'll tell you, doing it in this yarn makes it look like a totally different pattern. So I came here to the end. You can see this is where I chained that 1, and so I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, just keep going, and you can see the lip here. And I'm not going to go in that first, I'm going to go in the second. And here again, I'm creating another lip because I'm going into the back loops. I like the look of the lip. I know this is the same thing I did in the last tutorial of the headband, but I just wanted to have you see what it looks like in this Bernat Baby Blanket, because it really does just change the whole look of it. And this is super duper thick. Oh my goodness. Look at how thick that is. And using this small needle with this, there is no air going to get through this. Wow, I really like it already. It's so soft. Go in the first one, go in the second. So you're just going to repeat this to the end of your project. I like this variegated yarn too, it's very pretty. I'm going to skip that first one, go into the next one. This is working up really quick. This is how long it is so far, and I tried it around my head. I think I'm just going to do 2 more rows and then it's going to be ready to be sewn together. Look at this beautiful pattern. And that's where you get these lumps by going in the back loops. And it's really thick. Ooh, this would make a really good blanket too, but I'm telling you, it's a little bit bigger this way than my other ones because they stretched more, and this one is not stretching as much. So I'm going to do 2 more rows, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to sew it together, and then I'll show it to you on my head. All right, so I'm ready to sew it together. So I'm looking at it, and so I kind of want my pattern to stay the same. So we have a lip here, and then so we want to have a lip here. Looks like the lip is going up this way, so I want to go in the back loops here and go into both loops here. So I'm going to turn it here. I'm going to go into the back loop. Let's see. So I'm going to go into the back loops here. I'm going to take out my chain one. I'm going to go into the back loop, go through both loops, grab my yarn and pull it through. Back loop here. Both loops here, and because this is the bottom, and do a slip stitch. So slip stitch is where you take it, put it in. I'm going to go in the back stitch. I'm going to put it through the bottom stitch over here. grab my yarn and pull it through, and then I'm going to pull it through the loop on my hook. So I'm going to go to the back loop here. I'm going to go through the bottom loop here, grab it and pull it through, and pull it through with the one on my hook. So see, that's pretty easy. I'm going to go all the way across. I bet this maybe took me a half an hour, if that. And of course, you know, everybody crochets different, so I might crochet slower or faster than you, and so that's really going to make the time different. So you really can't tell when someone says, it took me 20 minutes. It's only going to take you 20 minutes. I don't know. I might be slower. There we go. Chain one. I'm going to cut it off and bury that. Look at that. It really blends in really good. And if you turn it over, there you go. You can't even see it. Here we go. This is my finished project. Isn't it beautiful? And I gotta tell you, I must have really put it around my head perfect because it fits perfect. I really like it, and I gotta tell you, it's really warm, it's thick. There's no air gonna get through this Bernat Baby Blanket. Now I see why the babies love it so much. So I hope you give me a thumbs up. Give it a try if you have any of this yarn left over from a baby blanket. Make it for yourself, because I might have to keep this for myself. Isn't it pretty? And I really like the pattern and how it looks on here, and that's what going into the back stitches does. It just gives you that beautiful rippled effect. So you guys have a great holiday. I'll be back soon, and have a great day. Bye.